Yo, what is up, you guys? We're back with another Forge Master video, and in today's video, we're going to be pretty much just talking about everything you need to know about the clan tech. This is in the tech tree, the clan tech. You got to join a clan to get to unlock this, right? And then I think you got to just play the game for I don't know, a few days to unlock clans or whatever it is. So this is the most important feature in the game currently that completely changes everything about the game, right? The clan tech is very important. And what sucks is that, disclaimer, if you don't have pay to win, you're probably going to lose to other people that just has a more of a percent, right? For example, my clan, 30.3%. If we go to leaderboards, you're going to notice clans not even close to that. That is simply because the 30.3% is from pay to win. Any other percentages that's under that is just a less of a pay-to-win clan, right? So, I mean, you can look at 12.3. Some of that still could be pay-to-win. Or you could look at 7.19. One player could be pay-to-win. The rest of the clans couldn't be. It really just affects every single player. So, keep that in mind. Disclaimer, I do have 30.3, but that is simply because of pay to win. Free-to-play players, you're kind of at a huge disadvantage. If you're a whole free-to-play clan, you're at a very big disadvantage. But also keep in mind, you can join other clans that are also pay to win. So it kind of sucks because this is just the current state of the game. And I have only spent I think it was the $15 right when the game came out just to unlock the 2 other egg slots, which I don't really consider that pay to win because that was right when the game was globally released, and that's just how it was, right? It was nothing crazy. So anyway, this is going to be all about the clan tech. So now with that being said, I can't leak anything in the tech tree because people will strategize against us, and it's going to be a little unfair. So what I will do is show screenshots of the video that I uploaded a while ago. It's just the full overview. So that being said, let's take a quick look at the screenshot, or the first screenshot, right? So actually, we'll take a look at the screenshot. So in the clan tech, you'll notice that this says 0% because currently that's what it was at the time. I think by the time this video gets uploaded, there's going to be 48 days left instead of 54. So within the week of progression, this is kind of what it was. So yeah, right when you open it, you see power. And with that, you can upgrade power items for your entire clan. So you got the melee, you got all the armor pieces, all the equipment pieces, you got skill damage, you got pet damage and pet health, and then you got mount damage and mount health. Now, I promise you guys, do not even look at the power at all. It's not going to benefit you at all. You could spend your green vials on something much, much more important. And we'll get to that very soon. So the next thing is the egg timers. This is actually not as bad as some players might think that it could be. Now, I wouldn't really invest all of your green vials into them as soon as possible, but I would consider some of them, the mythic ones, the ultimate ones, and the legendary eggs. Those can be taken advantage of pretty nicely because everyone in your clan is going to be hatching eggs depending on whatever rarity level it is, right? And so the more your clan hatches, the more points, and that's just something to consider, right? But I wouldn't really invest into early on because the egg timers isn't the most bang for your buck until you max out the other ones that are very important. So don't look at the egg timers as much. Now the special is very interesting. This right here, this is more hammers, significantly more hammers. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of cost a lot. I think it's 1,000, it's 6,000 green vials or something. Or wait, is that right? 6,000? It's either 6,000 or 1,600. I can't remember, but it's very expensive. And also keep in mind that there's only 2 slots available for that, right? So it's one upgrade is gonna be 9 additional hammers. Another one is also a 9 additional hammers. So if you have a maxed out if your vault is maxed out on hammers, then you start with 18. If you get upgrade this once, then it'll be 27 in one rotation. And if you upgrade it again, it's going to be 36, which is absolutely insane. 36 hammers per. That's double of what everyone else is doing. So you can burn a ton of hammers at 2x the speed, right? Now, if you really have a ton of hammers and your whole clan is sitting above like 100,000 hammers, too lazy to get on for several hours a day to burn all the hammers, what you also could do is the forge animation speed. This is very exciting because you can combine this and just like burn through hundreds and thousands and 100,000s of hammers, and it's really, really cool to think about, right? So that's just something to consider. The next one is the walking speed. This is honestly only for melee. Like range, it just really doesn't matter. So walking speed's for melee, and range is obviously for ranged. Now you can use walking speed for ranged units, get like the first extra hit or two, or if you just upgrade the ranged a ton, then you can still get the extra hit or two against players that don't have this, right? So that's just something to consider. But usually the egg timers and the special are things to not really invest early on. Like I would imagine by day like 20, which we'll get into strategy after that and like the timeline, right? The next thing is the clan tech or clan war, right? Clan, everything about the clan war and regarding about points and stuff. So with that being said, this is probably the most important part in the video, right? And I want you guys to just kind of bear with me because we'll explain best case scenarios and what to invest immediately. So with that being said, let's take a quick look. This is just more points for hammers. So actually, if you take advantage of the first option right there, and then if you take advantage of both of these options, you can rack up a ton of points just from hammers alone. And I know a ton of people will save up all of their hammers just because they don't get on the game that much, and it's very easy to accumulate a ton of hammers over like a course of time, right? And especially winning wars and all that stuff. So take advantage of that if you have a ton. Now, okay, let's get straight into the clan war. So skills, this is the tech tree points. This is the forge bonuses, which, and I'm sure you guys already know, like this is keys. Keys is actually really good, something to consider because everyone is using their keys no matter what, right? And it just takes no effort. And so it's just like an additional extra points here and there, something to consider. The egg hatch, very, very good. That's always worth a lot of points, like depending on whatever rarity you're at. And then obviously you got the pets, you got the mounts. This is very important. Days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, all days 1 through and 6, additional points on every single category within that day. That is also very important. Now, this is very important because this is also in the Brawl, or what's it called? Yeah, the Brawl league, or the brawl fight, right? So you basically get more health and more damage, significantly more health and significantly more damage, I should add, because that is going to be that is just going to be completely game changing. You can go from like 0 to 100 really quick. And then obviously winning the rewards, personal rewards, war rewards, losing rewards, all that stuff is within the clan war as well. Now, clan missions and dungeons, those two things you kind of want to avoid. You don't really need that at all. It's not going to benefit you early on, so don't even consider that. Clan tech potions, most important thing you need to consider very early on. So you see how there's 60 days within within a war, within a clan tech. That is 2 full months of burning through missions every single day. That is so important. Every single day you are playing, you get 3 missions a day. This is how you get the most green vials. This thing right here. I would honestly recommend if you're like not a very competitive clan and you're seeing yourself winning, losing, blah blah blah, you need to just dump all of your points into maxing this out specifically because everyone does missions. And also, if you're not in a clan that players don't do missions, don't be in that clan. I mean, there are hundreds of active clans. And if you need an active clan, join the Discord, right? It's in the settings feature. It's in my description. It's in every description. So, lots to consider because there are a lot of different options for you out there, right? People need to invest in the clan mission green vials. This is how people grow their percentage in the clan tech. And then obviously, if you are a competitive clan, then you can consider upgrading this as well. This is going to be more potions winning the war. Now, honestly, I wouldn't really focus on losing rewards. Now, you can maybe later on, but this is very important, right? It's just going to help you like with more vials early on for the first like I would honestly say for the first entire month, invest into more green vials. This is very beneficial. Maybe not the 30 days, maybe for the first 20 days, right? With that being said, once you have both of those maxed out, then you'll find yourself getting so much more green vials as a clan that you'll be able to upgrade everything else much more quicker. So you want to invest early as possible. And you don't need to be pay to win to do this, right? Like if you have a clan that every 50 player does all 3 missions that gives green vials, you will progress a lot more than other clans. And I know what you're saying, I know what you're thinking. It's very hard to like keep in track of all 50 players. Some people like have work and stuff and they miss a day or two, and it sucks, I know. But if you can find a clan that takes this seriously, that wants to progress and win wars, you need to find one that invests into these 2 features that gives you more green vials for the first 20 days. Now, let's say you get to day 40, right? Or this thing resets in 40 days. That is when you want to focus on other things. Now, that's only with clans that are not as competitive, right? For example, let's say your clan is pretty competitive and you've been winning a lot, right? It's very beneficial to actually invest your points into all of these features. Now, there are some that are better than others, which I'm about to talk about, but investing into more points to win wars is just going to help overall, right? So after you have a ton of green vials, you're getting green vials left and right. Like, green vials is not really a problem anymore. Like, everyone in the missions is doing their 3 missions to get green vials. That is when you can invest into winning wars. And winning wars is very important to progress, right? Everyone knows that. And also, clan hopping is pretty much non-existent because of the green vials, which I think it's very, very important that they added that. I think it's just going to help like every player. So what do you want to invest in with your green vials in this? And this is, keep in mind, this is after investing into these, right? The best things to do immediately is upgrading the day 1 through 6 rewards, specifically days 2, 3, and 4, right? So, well, actually, honestly, 2, 3, 4, and 5, if you're not winning day 1 and 6, which I know that kind of sucks, but actually, well, typically, like, you only need the 6 points, right? Or, wait, what is it? It's 4... 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, okay, you need 7 points. So whatever gets you the 7 points first is most important, right? So say you do days 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's perfect. If you miss day 1 and you can't win it because it's only worth 1 point, that's totally okay too. Then you need 2, 3, 4, and 5, because typically what people will do is just go for days 1, 2, and 6. But with that being said, like if you're if whatever reason you can't do that, then you have to upgrade that stuff. And I think it's very, very important. Now, the next things I would recommend is the mounts. I think the mounts is going to be most beneficial because those are in days 2 and 4. Oh, well, regardless, whatever it is. Oh, actually, I think they changed it. I think day 1 is now mounts. Okay, but yeah, so the mounts, the pets, all of that stuff, everyone is going to be grinding towards better ones anyway. So that is the next things I would upgrade, the mounts and the pets. I think that's super, super important. One thing I would try to low-key avoid, forge upgrade cost and the tech upgrade points or whatever it is, like that, those points are not going to be as beneficial as you might think it would be, simply because most people are not going to be timing their forges and going for those points. And then even the tech trees, you got to time it, and most people, like, it's very hard to have all 50 players do it. But with the mounts and with the keys and with the pets, all of those, people are always going to dump points into them, and you don't have to time anything, you don't have to save or whatever, like, you're not going to lose out on progression. So that's just some things to consider. Avoid those 2 specifically. And then with the skills is not really, okay, well, first of all, do this one, like unlocking skills over the upgrading skills. It's just significantly going to be more points regardless, right? Like, you're just going to get more points. Like, there's just no way to sugarcoat that or say it differently. So do that if you can. With the forge, like I said, if you know your clan, you can communicate with your clan, by the way, through Discord. If you don't have Discord, then try to use the clan leads thing. But if all of your clan members have over 50,000 hammers, then it's worth investing your vials into clan hammers, because that's where all of your points are going to come from within the clan. So take advantage of that. Now, with day 6, this is something I want to talk about a lot, because this is a strategy that we low-key had to take advantage of to win. So we were like, I don't know, let's say we were like 2 trillion, right? And we were against a clan that was 380 trillion. We prioritized the clan damage and the clan health for the brawl as much as possible because we knew because of one pay-to-win player, we were still able to reset them as much as possible. So with that being said, we upgraded the clan tech damage and health for the brawl just to win that. And as you guys saw in my previous video, we ended up winning simply because this was upgraded a good amount, right? So it was one of the main reasons we were able to take that win. Once you have all of those upgraded, then it's time to invest into winning once you see yourself winning a bunch of wars because you have more points than everyone else, or you're able to get more points than everyone else, then you can find yourself upgrading the rewards to just progress a lot faster, right? But personal progression is not important. Like, you need to focus on clan tech because that's just going to help you overall with personal progression, right? Especially with personal rewards. Once you upgrade like all of this stuff and you find yourself just getting way more points than you've ever have been getting before, then you can start upgrading this. This is also more vials, and this is actually very important too because towards like the 1 million point mark, towards like 1 million to 3 million is when you really start getting green vials, and you're gonna find yourself just going crazy with like instead of it's like 10 green vials, 20 green vials, you're gonna get 30 or 40 or maybe even 50. So upgrade that as much as possible. Now you just have to avoid the dungeons. The dungeons is not gonna help you at all, right? Especially the clan mission health, damage, and rewards. That is not going to help you as much either, right? Like, don't focus on any of that. You have to focus on green vials. Very, very important. Also, egg timers come very end. I would honestly consider upgrading egg timers towards the 30-day mark if you want more points. That can put you ahead of clans that don't have this upgraded. And if you communicate with your clan, then you can time your eggs and work towards them. But honestly, the egg timers should come low-key last because timing everything is very insufficient. You need to focus on efficiency and take advantage of everything that I've just told you as so far. The power, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Don't even bother this. If you really wanted to progress more than other players, then just do the mounts. Don't do anything else. The mounts is going to give you the most, health damage regardless, and it's one of the most easiest to get anyway, so, don't do the health, don't do the sword, don't do the armor, don't do the equipment, don't do pets, don't do skills, just do the mounts for health or damage, right? That's going to help a lot, so, take advantage of just essentially like all of those things. But that pretty much covers how to get like the most green vials and upgrade your clan tech. Now we'll kind of go through like a timeline. So there's 2 months, right? You have 2 months to do it. I would honestly spend the first like 20 days within the first month dumping all of your green vials to get more green vials and keep repeating that process. And with missions, that should be your main source of green vial income. That is how you progress to upgrading all of this as soon as possible. So once you have the green vials upgraded, then you can invest a ton into your clan missions, like with the points and winning more wars. And then once you see yourself winning more wars, that's when you can upgrade the even more rewards, and it kind of just domino effects there. So that's how you set yourself aside and beat those clans. Now, beating pay-to-win clans, if you're like a clan that has 10% clan tech upgrades against a clan that has 30% clan tech upgrades, that 30% is significant. I'm not gonna lie, like, I think every day, if everyone's very active, you can go up, like, I don't know, like half a percentage free to play, right? Everyone needs to go for green vials, everyone needs to dump their points, and you can go up, like, 0.5% or maybe 0.4% every single day. And that's pretty good. That's actually not bad at all. And then once you progress through like the 20-something days just going for the green vials, then you're able to go for other things. Now, 20 days after that, so now it's going to be the 40-day mark, 40 out of 60 days, you can start going for like the winning rewards. Like, you find yourself having all of these upgraded more than other clans, and then you can start going for like those resources that'll help you progress a lot more, right? In the last 20 days, when this says clan tech tree will reset in 20 days, that's when you want every single player in your clan to not contribute a dang thing. You need to save as much as possible, because you have 20 days to play missions every day, to win wars every day, collect as many green vials as you possibly can, like as many as you can, to stay above like a good threshold to where the next 2 months, or like when the next clan things resets, you're able to just dump and maybe get like 10% immediately. You're able to, for the next like 60 days, you're able to, let's just say, like max both of these out like immediately, like right off the rip, right? And then you're able to just domino effect there, right? Now that you have these two maxed out, you can spend the next 10 days like maxing out all of the other stuff, right? Like maxing out this stuff, and then you'll have 30 days to start saving, and then the domino effect kind of just goes from there. Now obviously that's in a perfect world. Obviously people will leave clans, join other clans, and like it's gonna suck, but typically you want everyone to contribute as much as possible. And if you noticed up here, this is where you can see team contributions and stuff. That's when you can take advantage and have like a set minimum, like have, let's say, like 300 contributions a week, right? And it'll show weekly contributions, and I think 300 is, that's what, like 600 green vials a week per player. That is very, very reasonable. Like if people aren't doing missions and going for green vials, then you're like not helping the clan at all, and you're kind of throwing for the clan. So you can check that, you can set a minimum and win wars. Hopefully this video is pretty helpful. If you guys found it helpful, then please subscribe. I am trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of August, and we're at a really good pace, so hopefully we can hit that. But with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate everyone that supports this channel. Hopefully you learned a lot about green vials and the best strategies to be the most efficient as possible. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.